I'm gonna start the recording.
We probably do it real quick right now,
Yeah. I just needed to do the thing. That's the leaderboard, supposedly. This is what I wanted to show. No, that is not what I wanted to show. Oh my gosh, I messed up the wrong tab. I see. This is what I wanted to show. So, players had the option as their reward for making it to the top 4. They had the option to choose what they wanted to play for their top 4. And let me tell you, there were a lot of interesting choices being passed around yesterday as Godish and Salil kind of predicted to be top 2 seeds of this tournament. We're kind of debating on what they should do. Initially, the idea was trying to get everybody to gentleman's agreement to play all 4 Gargoyle Fulls.
Unfortunately, we did not have time for that.
Unfortunately, yes. Even though we are ahead of a schedule, they don't need to know that. We do not have time to listen to Gargoyle Full.
That would literally
instrumental version, by the way.
I think it would take longer than the previous round we did. Because that's 4 times like 6.5.
Yes. So this is the list we came up with. Boca D25 chosen by Atreyu, Passacaglia D25 chosen by Salil, Super Capriccio D23, the reasonable choice chosen by Velix, and Red Swan D22, a targeted choice chosen by Godish, who self-proclaims that he put in the effort to spend 30 minutes researching on this website you might have heard of called PIUtracker.app, where he strategically compared his scores with the scores that Salil had, and is very much gunning to make targeted picks to try to knock Salil down a notch.
Yeah, we're good to go. Yeah.
Let's get it. So we're allowing them to play in whatever order they choose. Officially in the rules, I think we put that they should do it in order from least to greatest, but it was more to have stipulations in case there are singles in the mix as well. But I would say players certainly deserve the right to play as they please.
Yeah, this one I think makes the most sense to play first. It's easily
This is a very good chart for Godish. In case you didn't see his score, he has a very good score on this.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of slower, twisty stuff. It can be a little bit easy to get unstable or get lost, but I think Godish has been...
This is definitely his bread and butter. Yeah. He loves slow twists.
Yeah, bread and butter for Godish.
What do you think he's going to play next? Red Swan?
Yeah, Red Swan is coming up.
Or maybe he wants Red Swan as a buffer in between, because playing 2 D25s in a row is a little tough.
True.
You know, Boca's seen as one of the easier ones. So Passacaglia I find quite draining. There's just a lot of runs, and I wonder if Godish has practiced his foot switches.
It's fine. The combo break is nothing compared to how many perfects he's getting on the rest of this. Especially since this cap seems to have been playing late relative to what players may be more used to. Yeah. The fact that he's able to snag so many perfects on this slower BPM is really, really going to help him. In terms of scoring, instead of doing cumulative score, which we've been doing for the previous rounds, we are doing points based, where first place gets 5 points, second gets 3, third gets 2, fourth gets 1. So it is still relative to the other competitors, but you really do want to be first place in charts here.
Wow. Very, very clean run for Godish.
Very, very clean. That is a very confident Super Capriccio D23. Velix's pick, by the way.
Yeah. Wow.
993, 267.
Very, very solid. 4 minutes.
Yikers, that is incredible.
No good or bad. That's how you know he's a real rhythm
This guy has played this chart before.
Yeah.
I saw the one miss on the Peter twist.
Ah, yeah. God is giving the middle finger to Velix for picking Super Capriccio, despite his great score.
Like, how dare you?
Complaining that it's very tiring.
Is it to complain about it, or just to be like, look at this?
No, he just shouted, it's so tiring.
Oh. Taking a quick water break. That's going to be tough. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be tough. Oh, yeah, true. Amir pointing out that the first 4 digits of this number are 9932. We don't. If you ignore the last 2 digits, the 6 and the 7, the first 4 digits are 9932. Excellent job. So 1 chart is down. There's still 3 more to go.
Yeah.
And as a reminder, they chose this for themselves.
There is a little bit of everything. We got a speed chart, we got a slow twist.
They chose to do this to each
We
other.
got Red Swan and Pasacaglia. They're very different.
This is what competitive collaboration looks like.
Yeah, it's diversity. I love the little diversity in my.
And you know who benefits the most from this? Us.
God, I can't wait to see people play Pasacaglia.
Yeah, I think we're the winners. So.
I'm so excited to watch Pasacaglia. Like that's gonna be really. All
right, let's see what he queues up. Very curious what he picks for the order here.
What order would you play them in?
Honestly, I might Super Capriccio, Boca, Red Swan, and then Pasacaglia.
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Personal opinion, that is probably the order I would do, but Goddard notably really does not like speed charts. He feels like he needs to be super warm for Boca, so he thinks he's going to put... I heard him talking about putting Boca last. It looks like he's going to offer Pasacaglia second, and going to try to use Red Swan as the buffer between.
Yeah. Yes, I'm realizing we probably should give a brief overview of the charts themselves as he's about to get into it.
I know, I'm so excited.
As well, it's fun to kind of explore them as we go if you haven't seen these charts. This is a very new addition to Pump It Up Phoenix in the last update. The final update for Real.
Yeah. Very new, also very new in terms of skill set, I would say. We have not gotten a chart like Pasacaglia before.
Yeah. I think the idea of the chart is great. It's just, it needs more polish. And I think that's the general criticism you see of high-level players who play it.
Yeah.
But I am very excited just by the ideas that are
I really
explored
like
in this
it
chart.
overall, yeah. But I also just wish that they gave us a lower, something that was a little lower than 25.
Yosei Ferry, for instance.
Yeah, Yosei Ferry deserved a foot switch chart, but instead they throw us into the deep end with Pasacaglia D25.
For Goddess here in this run, he is doing everything correctly so far, which is getting free points on the easy stuff. And you only saw perfects in that one miss flyby, because it's only going to get harder from here, and you absolutely want to snag the easy parts. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, the first time I played it, I dropped a bunch of holds there, and I went, what the heck?
Heal drops, and then after the heal drops, you're going to have a random stretchy thingy for some reason. Right here. Then you have, this is kind of like the core identity of the charts, where you start to have these foot switches, where you have to hit the same panel twice in a row. And some of them do not really resolve nicely.
Yeah.
You have to like kind of stumble over your toes if you're trying to double step all of them.
The first half, I think, is relatively smooth, and then
first
it
half
gets
is fine.
twistier, and
this
it gets way
tricky to
more
read.
messed up.
It also throws your body weight around, which is why it's a D25, right? Yeah.
That part gets a little tricky. There's some twists in there. This is where it gets really hard.
Yeah, this is where you want to start not really going for foot switch ideas. You want to go for more bracket matching. As you can see, Goddard going for them. He knows. He's aware of it. Pushing as best he can. You literally...
Yeah, that bracket ending is so mean,
It's so obnoxious after you had to throw your weight around so many times. Suddenly you have to lock in right after all of these transitions for it. Let's see the finish. 854, 569, which honestly is not the worst score for this chart.
Honestly, I feel like if anyone gets above 900k, I'd be very surprised.
I'm very happy to see if we get it above 900k.
Yeah.
But it's
rough.
Yes. Again, this is part of the reason why we're doing points-based scoring, because I think the differential in total score is going to be very wide by the nature of allowing pocket picks.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're working with here. And again, if you haven't seen this chart before, this is a very interesting D25. Not all D25s are like this, as you will see. We have Boca D25 coming up as well. It's a very stark contrast to what this chart offers.
Yeah.
It's going to be very, very different.
Both charts introduced in Phoenix.
Solio picked this chart, yes.
Yeah,
both charts introduced in Phoenix, and they're two very different ends of the spectrum. Not in terms of difficulty, perhaps. Well, maybe.
Well, yeah, I think so, for sure.
I guess people typically put this on the higher end of D25 for passing purposes.
Yeah.
And for scoring purposes as well. Scoring, I would say, most absolutely opposite ends of the spectrum. If you see the top 100 leaderboard for this versus Boca, it's going to look very different. And it's not just because Boca's been in the game longer. Past the calculator, does not lend itself to scoring well. Even if you execute the ideas you want to execute, you have a game plan for it, it's still just relentless to play through. It's really, really, really tiring. So, as you can see, Godish is still taking his rest because he has earned it. And going back to the card draw, we still have yet to see Red Swan D22 and Boca D25. So I'm very curious to see the order that Godish will choose to play this in. Both of them very much rely on kind of like foot speed, but of course Red Swan having a bit more opportunities to rest. Boca, just to give a little bit of a sneak peek of it, it'll have like kind of a stable first half run that's more concentrated on the center 6, and then it's really the back half that just has some volatile bits that push it up to be a D25, but a lot of people consider it to be like a higher end D24. It's pretty textbook stable foot speed type of stuff. Just kind of some flings at the very end that you can kind of maneuver your way through if you're going for a pass, and you'll pass it pretty well as long as you have enough life bar.
Yeah.
But
the tricky part about Boca, I feel like for a lot of these players, will be scoring above like a 970 essentially.
Yeah.
And a lot of these players very strong at a lot of the simple drills, like straightforward patterns that Boca throws at you in the first half.
Yeah, we're gonna see really good scores on Boca, I think, and it's gonna come largely from the first 3/4 of the chart and not gassing out on the final run. It doesn't matter if you pass or fail. It's really just gonna come down to how many grades do you get in the first run. How do you drop a bracket hold? Because they do have those in this. There are a couple.
There are some bracket holds. Yeah, you're right.
Those do count.
Yeah.
And then finally. The second run. The second run will definitely will be very diverse in terms of the point distribution, but a lot of freebie points kind of for this chart in terms of accuracy players. Looking for very controlled first death run. So we'll see if we see it. Godish honestly has been doing very well this entire tournament, controlling runs. Maybe you couldn't tell from like Super Capriccio and also the charts that were played in round 3. This very Broken Karma as well. Very good sign for him going into Boca. So we'll see what we see first. Going.
It is as we anticipated. He is going to opt for the Red Swan as a bit of a buffer between the 25.
That's a good pick. I agree with this. Yeah.
To be honest,
especially if this. So, spoiler if you haven't seen it before, it has funny splits and drilling. But I think if these split drills aren't obnoxious for you as a player, it won't take too much energy.
Yeah, it is very much a player-dependent chart.
Yeah, very subjective.
Might even be a height difference.
Yeah, it is a height difference, a flexibility difference.
Godish notably the tallest person in the top 4, I believe.
If you can't tell by his head being cut off when he's on the player 2 side of the bar.
I believe Godish is 6'1" or 6'2".
Can we ask him?
Hey, Godish! Godish! Godish!
Godish! Godish!
How tall are you?
6'2", yeah.
6'2" and change.
We're gonna ask everyone's height when they come up for Red Swan. It's a good question. Can they do Red Swan?
As I briefly stated, this was a very targeted pick by Godish against Salil.
I was gonna say, I honestly don't really know much about this chart other than the split drills. Like, I forgot what the rest of it looks like.
It's not bad. It does have like normal drills too.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of jumps.
Yeah, and I think these bracket jumps are totally fine for players at this level.
Yeah. I would expect the majority of them to get perfect. So far, Godish's run looking very, very good.
Here it comes. Locks
Honestly,
in for the
very
combo
good.
on that one.
Alright.
Running it back, it's fine. The important thing here for those anchor, or I guess like notes, you have this like, the foot that is not stretching, you cannot bad chain it.
Yeah.
If you miss one or so trying to reposition for a stretch, you will only see bads fly across the screen, or misses.
Yeah. Goddard notably using his toe on the outer blues, I think is the correct choice for a lot of the split anchors. But I have seen a lot of people try to heal it, and then they can't stretch far enough. So anyone who's thinking about this, make sure to use your toes on any of the outer blues.
Already knew where the last note was. Has definitely practiced this for this tournament specifically. 977 predict. Let's see it, Amir.
Look pretty
972,
clean. Not
that's
as
what I'm
not
gonna
as
predict.
personal best,
Ah,
but 980.
Amir's closer. 980.
Double
locking
S,
in the
pretty
double
solid.
S.
Honestly,
Looking-
this is one of those charts where you'll either probably at least double S it, or you're gonna look like a double A plus kind of angle.
Yeah. So very curious to see how our other competitors in the top 4 will do. We still have yet to see Atreyu, Felix, and Salil give their attempts, but Radish still having to play through Boca. It's quite a relentless gauntlet to play through, but I think it's good that players can pace themselves and we're not having to listen to Gargoyle full 16 times. So, what could have been? Anyways, he's going to take a quick break. Obviously working very hard for these incredibly accurate scores. So, yeah, he's kind of hanging out, waiting around. He's sitting in a chair right now, just catching his breath. He's going to need it, because I know Gaudish wants to put down a very solid score in Boca 25.
Yeah.
Because it's literally his last hurrah.
Yeah.
Once he does that, he's done. So if he can catch his breath, feel very solid and comfortable, and then just really full send this, I think he'll have a very, very successful tournament run overall. Like very smooth sailing straight to the finish line. So
Yeah, absolutely.
very, very happy and excited to see it.
I'm excited to see Goddard in Boca D25. This is a skill set that he does constantly complain about. You know, he often talks about how his foot speed is not really where he feels like it should be for his level. But I think he'll be able to show some good stuff today. I feel like he's been playing relatively well overall. Yeah.
Like, especially for not playing on, if you're used to like your home pad setup or like kind of pacing your sets around a private venue, it can be very jarring and suddenly you have to work around tournament timelines.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not his first tournament.
Yeah.
He's played these games before, so very, very strong run for Goddard. Right back as he gets situated for Boca B25 stage.
Sounds good. Baby.
You alright?
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, found it.
Tomorrow? We end at like 3 or something? We have like 3 hours to get to 6.
Sure, we can see. I was also down to just play free play for a while. good question. I have no idea.
It's kind of like anal about us using, you know, messing with the settings.
Yeah, we can ask. Alright, looks like Goddard is getting back on for his last song, Mocha D25.
Alan.
You have the prize money? Yeah. Also, early congratulations to us for pulling off a fucking successful tourney.
Right?
We fucking killed this shit. Wow.
I'm leaving the trophies there because I don't.
Yeah.
There's no point to bringing them.
I got one, right? I got a card draw soul.
All right, we'll make sure there's
We'll
more rounds.
allow Nova to get more card draws. We will have unnecessary card draws in the next tournament.
It's all theoretical. We'll just card draw a bunch of times and then pick the worst charts possible. They almost played Guitar Man today. They almost played Guitar Man.
Almost. Wait, what do you mean almost?
Because I was doing a test draw to make sure my settings are right, and I got Guitar Man as 20.
For round 2?
Yeah.
That would have been so good.
It would have been so
What happened?
funny.
You should have just kept it.
You're good whenever you're good.
Alright, tomfoolery. Goddish is going to finish off strong after a very long and well-deserved rest with Boca E25.
I was just saying we didn't have any dream catcher. Here she is.
Oh, Boca. The nice thing is Boca kind of gives you a break until the chorus.
Yeah. I'm very glad Goddish took his time resting before this one because there's literally no rush.
Yeah. And we also don't really want him to vomit. That would not be ideal.
Yeah, that would not be fun. Might be considered interference with the other players who have to play after him. Yes.
Yeah, very, yeah.
As Amir correctly pointed out, this is the same level as Pasacaglia.
Very interesting decision by Endemiro, but what can you do? Game says it's a 25.
An early drop on one of the little like bracket. I guess you can either do it as a bracket transition or very like controlled single tap holds. But still looking very strong going into the very first death run here. It's going to be very straightforward.
Yeah, pretty much entirely middle six, I believe.
Just shuffles. Yeah.
Otter's looking relatively strong so far.
Yeah. Really good job controlling the judgments here.
Otter's opting to twist those patterns. You can cheat them, but it is much trickier to time.
Very important here. Do not drop this.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
There's one more. Don't drop this. Alright. Now he just has to not guess out here. He just has to do his best. He does not have to have a very clean run, but the more perfects, the better.
Oh, looking extremely
it's looking
strong
good.
Guitar, yeah. Still holding strong. This is where it'll get quite brutal.
This is where the D25 comes in, but you can kind of manipulate your way through it and do fine for a pass. But yes, this is the D25. A full life bar clear. He is very pleased with that, as he should be.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was a fantastic.
AAA plus fair game D25, and that is Pumbility, I believe. But it is in event mode, so it is not in fact. That is event mode Pumbility.
Another event mode.
Actually, it's AAA plus D25. I'm trying to recall. Oh, yeah, Goddish is very high on Pumbility. I could be mistaken. This game is very funny.
I know. It is a little cold, but what can you do?
Excellent job. Congratulations to Goddish on a very successful tournament run.
Very
we have yet to see
strong
what the placement is, but that is looking incredibly strong.
Yeah.
absolutely incredible strong. Like, I don't know if Goddess could have wished for a better tournament.
Yeah.
Game over.
Up next, we got Soleil. Or I think technically Beans.
Beans.
I think that's what his Start GG says.
Yeah. Start GG, which we then took the details from to add into PIU Tourney Maker. Soleil, aka Beans.
I think his PIU tourney is also still Beans.
Yeah, I put Beans because I wanted to respect the Start GG
Right.
mappings.
Yeah.
But very colloquially known nowadays in the Pump It Up community as Soleil.
I've never seen him use Beans anywhere else other than in Start GG.
Yeah, so he's gonna get a warm up in. Just to be clear for anybody tuning in just now. Actually, to be clear again for people who are just tuning in, this is the card draw that we are working with, and it wasn't necessarily a card draw. It was a collaborative, competitive choice by all competitors choosing their favorite pocket pick in the range S22 to D25. So players clearly favoring doubles and very much picking a variety to try to sabotage each other or just have fun, you know?
Yeah. It is very interesting that that's what he chooses to warm up with. I feel like there is very many tricky parts of the pool.
Maybe he just needs to get pumped up.
Maybe he just likes Star. Yeah, he just likes Star.
I know he's very strategic about his warm-ups, so I am also curious about this.
Yeah.
What were we saying? The most important fundamental is fun.
It's fun. It's literally in the name. Yes. To your point, Amir, I think I know that Soleil wanted to just kind of pass to Caglia. That's really fun, actually. Those who look down when they are playing because they already know how the chart goes. Excellent X-ray vision right there on the pads. But yeah, I'm pretty sure because there is LXIO here, Soleil is going for pass to Caglia. Even if it is event mode, I think just to know that he himself is capable of it. And I think he has put in some amount of studying and knows that it's a chart that the other competitors will struggle with.
Excellent! You did a really great job!
Very curious to see if Soleil chooses to do a different order than what Goddess did.
Yeah, he has total freedom of how he wants to approach this gauntlet. Alrighty.
Alright,
Very
let's see
quick
what
look at
Jade decides.
that is not the leaderboard page.
Pick first.
This is what we're working with. Beans, Felix, and Atreyu have to figure out how they can take some points from this guy, who very clearly earned very, very strong scores on all of these. Caglia probably looking like it can be taken a bit by Soleil/Beans, but it will be a journey to see how the rest of these charts go. Super Capriccio is very, very strong, solid score from an accuracy perspective and a just fundamental perspective. Like it's a really good D23 score. It's certainly on the slower/easier side of the D23 folder if you're looking for comfortability and such, but to pull it out in a tournament setting is crazy.
Oh wow. Soleil going with
He's going
Caglia first.
straight into Caglia after playing 86.
It is his pick. This is his pick.
This is his pick.
Curious to see how much he has practiced this. on some level, this makes some sense because I think this is the most tiring one. So it would be nice to get out of the way first.
Yeah.
That was not hot.
Very good first half.
We're approaching the part where I start failing.
Honestly, these brackeals are a little tricky.
This is probably your only rest in the chart.
Yeah.
I think the best I've done is like the very first.
Here comes the stretch.
section.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Here it comes.
Good choice of
Okay,
an
okay.
The game plan makes sense,
Oh,
but it's so
great job
hard
hitting
to
the hole.
execute. Yes.
Come on, let's go. Come on.
Finishing strong here. Very correct idea because these do not resolve nicely unless you want to stumble over your own legs. Those ones are good. And there's the end.
Absolutely
That
brutal
is
start.
tough. That is very, very tough. And 856 062. 856
Very similar to...
is above Goddish's
Yes,
score.
it is above Goddish's.
85 Goddish had an 854.
85605.
856 062. Alright. That is above Goddish's score.
Yeah,
I've been
that's
looking
all
at
that matters.
numbers all day. Am I right? Alan, did you see it too?
856.
It was 5 or 6. I don't think it's going to make a
I
difference
don't
in the
think
points.
it's gonna really matter, but we can check it later.
I'm pretty sure it was 856.
Okay.
It was
Yeah, it was 856.
definitely
It was above Goddish's by that much. The last 3 digits I was not paying attention. It's not 6-7, or else Amir would have called it
Peter
out.
just asked me how I remembered, and I've been looking at 6-digit numbers all day.
Still, that is a win over Goddish. 1-0 against Goddish essentially right now. Just 3 more charts to score higher than.
Yeah.
It's just score higher on 3 more.
Oh, Jay's hovering Boca.
Hovering
Opting
Boca.
to get all of the 25s out of the way first.
So here's the thing. I think he's okay, just kind of throwing Red Swan into the trash bin. But total score. Total score.
Total score is tiebreaker.
Cumulative score.
Cumulative score is tiebreaker.
Yep. As Amir pointed out, if Jay just beats Boca, then perhaps does not have to worry about Red Swan. But the issue is, if he gets last place on Red Swan, the point differential, and if Goddish gets first place on Red Swan, the point differential will be 4 whole points, kind of difference between them on that chart. So you can pick up 2 points here, 2 points there, but suddenly, if you're last place on Red Swan, yikes. We saw a similar occurrence at CEO, I believe, where Red Viper had a slightly higher score on like 1948 P27 or like a 1949 P28 chart, and that being higher than either Matt Miller or yeah, it was higher than Matt Miller's score, which pushed Kaze to be the victor.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
yeah.
levels of tomfoolery that we're talking about when it comes to box picks.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. That would make sense.
that is correct. Grades are going to be very important. Here comes the first death run. Correctly knows to start on the left foot. Now it's right foot.
Well, doing a great job keeping combo, but seemingly like he picked up a couple more grades than Goddard, to be honest. But he still has time to make up for it in the second half.
And this hold? Yep. Yeah, definitely has time, and a lot of ground he could make up in the second half, depending on how he wants to approach it. I think the nature of the chart itself leads to doing a lot more pattern manipulating, but let's see what he goes for points here. He might lose a little bit of stability though if he goes for too many twist ideas. Those grades are going to hurt, but it's fine. There's still some ground to make up here because it gets really hard now. A good solid end, but it may not be enough to pull from Goddish. 9-4-0-2-4-8. Goddish had a 9-6-3 for reference.
Game over.
Very curious to see what he picks next. I wonder if he...
So many great options to choose from.
I don't know, like if I was him, do I just throw away Red Swan now?
Yeah, I think if he's throwing away Red Swan, he probably plays that next.
Yeah, right.
And he can just try his absolute hardest on Super Capriccio.
That would make sense to me. Doesn't make
I
sense.
feel like I would do Red Swan third.
Yeah, right. You would just throw away Red Swan.
It's a break.
It's a break.
That's your break. Yeah.
Level 17. Level 18.
Yeah, treat Red Swan as your break seems like the play.
Level 23.
Oh, he's gonna offer
Wow.
23. Oh no, dude. He's gonna offer Red Swan blast. It's looking like.
This is shocking. This is shocking.
You need a towel or a napkin?
You can have a little break.
He has sweat into his eyeball, which does not sound fun in the slightest. So I'm very much hoping that he takes some time to rest. He's going for Super Capriccio next, a very interesting choice.
Hey, opting to save his worst for a lot.
Worst for last. I guess he's not trying to throw it away then. He just wants to do his best.
Yeah, I guess. Or maybe he's fun maxing.
Maybe he is fun maxing.
Knowing Jay, it might just be fun maxing.
When you guys eat dinner, do you ever just like partition your foods and eat all the fun stuff first and then save the vegetables for last?
I mean, I always mix it in.
Okay, you mix it in.
I need a little bit of everything. Because I want to end on my favorite.
Yeah,
so I need to, like,
yeah.
have some of it.
I'm also an end on my favorite fight.
Yeah.
I usually do the opposite.
Did you
So
say what your picks, what your order would be?
I think I would do Super Cap, Passacoglia, Red Swan, Boca. No, sorry. Well, let's flip. Super Cap, Boca, Red Swan, Passacoglia. I think I would end on Passacoglia.
Do you agree?
Same here for me. Anyway, Super Capriccio by
I think
Soleo coming
Passacoglia
in.
is the
Third
most
chart of his set.
tiring, like, by far.
Oh, 100%.
So I think I would want it a lot.
I guess I agree with that.
It's going to be very important to control the judgments here because it's very easy to rush on this cab and get greats. Yeah, this is where it wants to be. This part is crucial. It can be very easy to get lost. Yeah, that's the same spot where Goddess took a small combo just because it's very deeply. Very good accuracy. Very good accuracy.
Truthfully, Jay got it.
Final run here. Or second final run.
I I think this one's the hardest run.
Yeah.
They look very, very strong.
It has the most kind of like Yankee here.
Yeah.
For argument's
Yeah,
purposes.
yeah. Oh yeah, that ending is kind of rough though.
Home stretch here.
Yeah.
He's definitely got a very, very confident score on it. Let's see how much he gets. He's throwing his weight around. He's working very hard to get it.
Honestly, very strong showing, but
Yeah, yeah. Good
we'll
finish.
see if it's enough.
Your skills are really
7-9.
amazing.
7-9. Makes sense. Still a commanding score for these competitors. Another TG for the white cap.
Game over.
He's having fun. I'm sure he feels quite exhausted, but he is having fun.
Yeah, and now it's time for Red Swan.
He may no longer be having fun when he starts playing.
I mean, it would be nuts. It would be nuts. It would be absolutely nuts. It's time for our height check. Yay!
New team. Online
How tall are you?
So level 17.
How tall are you? Five 11, 16. I mean, that sounds about right. 5'11", 16. I think Jay's around my height.
No, we are just two.
We're the Red Swan. Height check.
But it's also a matter of
It's our height check.
flexibility.
I'm also I'm really good. But this one is doable. I think in comparison. This one.
Wow.
Oh.
In event mode too, it's crazy.
New team.
Shortcut.
Shortcut.
Level 21. Level 1. Level 24. Over. Difficulty zone Bangkok. Shortcut.
I was gonna say you can pass Jay.
It's fine.
Hey, come on.
Does this count as the second warm-up? Is this cheating?
I don't know if he's,
I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding.
I don't know if he's warming up or tiring himself out. Oh.
He might be getting in some split drill
logged in.
practice. Oh, whoa, whoa.
But he hit the end! Good end. Good end. Incredible.
Game over. Ready? Pump it up. Hello, everyone. New teams. Shortcut.
While we get into it again. As a reminder, kind of where we are. We have our top 4 finals. Solil is the second player to go. Goddess had a very, very solid and commanding tournament run overall. And has finished his set, completed round 2 listening with QR code. Solil is about to finish his set as well, ending on the pocket pick by Goddess, Red Swan D22. He is going to pat himself on the back for a job well done, making it all the way through this tournament. Just what a hell of a gauntlet this card draw is. Oh, last one's cut off. Quite an endeavor for these players today. Very interesting pocket picks. So, with that being said, the settings and he is jumping right into it. Red Swan D27.
Let's go. Let's go.
He's gonna do great.
I mean, 5'11", 6 feet.
Wow. Comboing through it with the no bar with Pizzazz is incredible.
Very much fun maxing the rest of his last song on this
I mean, that's one of the ways to make everything gangbusters.
Okay, Sleeper, a lot of points here that you can miss if you're hitting crits.
Yeah.
It's very twisty too, as you can see.
Honestly, God has picked up a couple of his grades from this part. So, you know, they're looking quite strong right now.
Tricky. Yeah, these pad transitions get more brutal.
And here it comes. Tough. It's tough. Notably, Jay actually hitting a lot of the blinkers with the steel. So I was talking about previously is I think towing it is the correct move. It is much harder to keep your heel on that handle while you stretch around.
It's a lot of lateral space that you're kind of like giving up.
Yeah.
If you choose to try to heal it. Finish line in sight.
Hopefully. Oh.
Nice.
You did it!
9-4-3. 9-4-3, 7-5-4.
Very, very solid showing overall from Soleil, also known as Beans. Goddard looking quite strong in terms of being favored for the top 4. Based off the performance from other rounds, so you know, there's still 2 competitors to go, so we'll see how they do. I believe next up is Valix, who has to go play 2DX after this, and requested to, you know, really try to get this going.
Congratulations, Soleil.
I believe so. I believe Valix is still in 2DX. Shout out Valix for being a top player in multiple games.
So, I want to very quickly flash the leaderboard and see what we're looking at, and do a bit of a score comparison between these 2 absolutely incredible players. As you can see, Passacaglia was incredibly close to the was the points that Soleil was able to get over Godish. But very incredibly strong scores by Godish. Woke Appreciate Red Swan. So real saying, I think being a little bit more aggressive saying you couldn't really have done better than that, so it's really points for sure. And I will say, like, these are still incredibly solid scores. To pull out a tournament where you're kind of de-rusting still, looks like it's kind of getting back into the finals. So going against someone who has certainly had their share of grinding ability is quite the feat, and awesome tournament run. I'm so glad that we were able to have a last game for SEPTA2. So, up next is going to be Valix, who is warming up now. Valix's pocket pick was the reasonable one, Super Capriccio D23.
Easily the most reasonable, Super Capriccio D23. Good old Super Cap. Valix warming up with Dreamcatcher. Full moon. I think this looks like the D20.
Just have to get in the mental headspace of Dreamcatcher, you know?
Yeah. I wonder if Valix is going to play Boca first. Because I do think Full Moon D20 is quite a good warm-up for Boca.
Honestly, I feel like with Full Moon, though, I can kind of make an argument for wanting to use it as prep for Super Capriccio.
Interesting. Full Moon's 119 PM though.
Yeah.
So I feel like generally players like to play around the same BPM for a while.
Yeah, maybe to him you would treat Super Capriccio as more of a rest.
Yeah. I mean, Valix hates Super Capriccio. But I can only imagine he's more worried about the other cards and therefore wants to warm up for some of the other skills.
I see. it's very likely he'll save Asakagli at last. I feel like it's kind of one you either put first or fourth.
Bailey trying to see if he can middle six.
You know, might as well check, right?
Nothing else doing there in that moment.
Looks to be probably feeling a little bit dicey to win this.
Yeah, I knew you. Game over.
It's a good benchmark to have for yourself in warm-up though. So you kind of start to think about how to adjust or what you should be going for versus like kind of maybe just foregoing so you can at least save your stamina for the rest of the set.
Yeah.
It's a good information point to have for yourself.
Oh, interesting. They was opting for Red Swan first.
Wow.
We gotta do our high check. Felix! How tall are you? Not tall enough!
Correct answer.
5'10". Felix says 5'10", not tall enough.
Not tall enough.
I can relate to that. I can relate to that.
Good answer, good answer. Excellent job getting those freaking points.
Yeah, very clean.
It is tricky twist, even though the rhythm is not too fast. Awesome accuracy there on these very fast pad transitions going into
And
the
here it
stretch
comes.
throws.
Let's see if Felix is tall enough.
A little bit.
Great job, honestly,
Finds it
taking
though,
it back up,
yes.
yeah.
Almost done, almost done. D22, by the way.
What a chart. You know, so far, Goddard's pocket pick really paying off for him.
Finish strong here, don't drop this.
Nice.
He's got it. Nice. Very, very, very nice.
9-1-1. So far, scores are indeed in tight order.
6-9-7.
We'll wait and see if it keeps the trend up with tight order.
Only there's a island table.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it feels.
Game over.
That was a glare. That was a strong glare.
They moved it up.
No, I clearly was doing
Let's see what Valix opts to play next. So far, all players having very different orders.
Well, thankfully the D27 is out of the way now. So we can focus on the real charts like Matsukaglia T25.
Wow, Valix going for the game folder chart. He knows our super capricious.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel unjust.
Alright, Bailey's getting into Super Capriccio.
This is his pick.
Yeah, this is his pick.
That makes a lot of sense. He's got a pretty strong score on it.
Hello and welcome to those of you who may be just joining us in the middle of here while we are waiting for Valix to get some stretches in, and of course very much take your sweet time because we have time and we're running this tournament very wonderfully. We're at SEPTA2 off the rails finals top 4. We have our top 4 competitors giving their pocket picks, and they have chosen this very interesting lineup for themselves. And Valix is just about now getting into his second one, Super Capriccio D23, his pocket pick. I'm curious if he's going to be the first one to hit the Peter Twist.
True. The Peter Twist are pretty annoying. Relatively comfortable.
Yeah.
A couple breaks, but I don't think you need to mind it too much. As long as this part looks very clean, which so far looks so good.
Nice job reading this part. Here it comes. Ooh. So close.
They really went for it.
Very good accuracy across the board.
Really, this run looking quite strong. Definitely on pace to at least match his personal best. Oh, great job.
That's
there.
really good. That is really good. It's okay.
Still finding it in the middle there. Wow. Sweet drop going back up. That's actually insane.
That was a very good recovery.
Yeah.
Like,
They can be really difficult to
stabilized
find
so
yourself back
fast,
into it,
yeah, after being a little bit off position.
Ooh,
Very good
looking
game
very
save.
strong there as well. Very strong finish there.
Very good finish. Very good finish.
Honestly, might eat his personal score right now. What was
it.
it? A 974?
I-
That was really good.
I
That
feel
was
like double.
Yeah.
Ah, 975.
Really amazing! Wow! New record!
Alright, so now between Boca and Matsukaglia, what do you play next?
Let's see. I mean, if he plays
Game
Boca
over!
next, then
go-
he's done in reverse order than Toledo.
Yeah, and it's going to be a upward difficulty progression.
That is correct. I do think that at this point, I would still say Sasha a lot.
Yeah.
Like, there is no point in playing Sasha higher until out.
And waste all and everything for Boca, where you know everybody else is probably going to be scoring on the better side.
Yeah. Notably, though, Valix, heavy IPG player, might be proficient in I do think the switches in 4 panels is very different than the switches in 10 panel. But it might have done it. We could find out.
New tunes!
Could be a dark horse on
Level
top of
17!
I love the implication of foot switches on 10 panels, implying that the foot switch is going to be on any of the 10 panels. Just think about it
They're
for a
on
second.
almost all.
Almost. We have expanded onto 6 panels, I believe.
Yes, yeah.
Can you imagine?
I mean,
There's still 4 more panels that have yet to be explored.
That is true. Foot switches in 4 panel though is typically only the bottom and top, and primarily on the bottom. Though there are some patterns I have seen players foot switch on the left or right, but it seems more optional. It's not as common, I find. But honestly, if they ever make a foot switch on like an outer blue or red, like that would be so messed up.
Yeah. It would be interesting if they somehow force it to, like they force you into a very deep twist and you have to double step to get out of it.
Oh.
But if you try to double, sorry, you have to foot switch to get out of it. If you double step, then you would be backwards or something silly.
Man, I really hope this is Korean and not listening right now. I don't want him getting ideas.
Oh shoot, you're right.
Valence is opting for the reverse Soleil order, going into Boca and then Pascaglia, as we have correctly predicted.
Very nice.
Notably, Valence does not play time upper, so I'm actually curious to see how it goes.
It's going to come. I'm very curious to see the second half of the second death run. For sure.
Valence is a very capable player. I think he will do very well in scoring in the first half, maybe 3/4.
I'm very much looking forward to see that first run.
Yeah.
Wow, nice. Oh, okay. Thankfully that did not stick very heavily. But we all saw that trail of the left foot heel not quite connecting there. Here it comes. Very safe. But the bad chain on the end.
It can be so easy to rush a little bit off of the Rangers, and that's my bad chain.
First run done, but it's only going to get harder from here.
Yeah.
This is your life bar. Make or break moment. No overflow going into the second run. You just have to finish it though. You have to keep going. Legs are trying to move. They're doing their best. Correct ideas for nipping it, but it is so tiring here. It's better than giving up.
All you do is practice ending.
It is.
Good push, good push.
It is a very good push. It is quite a relentless start. That is a sit on the pads type opponent because that looked exhausting to play through. Yes. I hope
And
it's
he has to go
alright.
play 2DX after this.
Yeah. Yeah, let's let him catch his breath
Yeah,
because he
absolutely.
very much deserves it.
Yeah.
Incredible job.
All the players have been given a lot of leeway and taking as much rest as they need. This is really a gauntlet. Yeah, probably. Oh yeah, we're good.
Game over.
Bailey's currently coming in third place out of 3 for the past 3 charts, so it's still putting up very, very strong scores. Pushing very hard. Pascaglia is going to be a toss-up. That one is incredibly exhausting to play through. If he's getting exhausted from Boca, it's going to be very, very, very tough to break the scores that Soleil and Godish put down, which, as a reminder,
New
were
tunes.
very,
Very convincing
8x4 and 8x6
Series go
respectively.
first to 0. NXT time. Fiesta to Fiesta 2.
Very challenging D25 to pull yourself through, and a very challenging D25 to score on. And Atreyu is watching all of this in anticipation, and I'm sure is very excited to play through this set of charts. After seeing everybody else look very incredibly exhausted and taking their sweet time going through it.
Oh, Vale's opting for the game series folder sword. Vale's notably old school player. Clearly knows where songs go. I wonder if he's seen the D25. I mean, now that he has, like, as we've seen other people play it.
Yeah.
But I wonder prior to today if he's actually seen it.
He's got this. He's got this.
I think he could really be a dark horse here.
Like in the BGA.
Ah,
Dark horse?
That's a good one to say, yeah.
Thank you.
Everyone's really a dark horse if you think of that.
True.
What a chart to end on. Good luck!
My favorite thing about that intro pattern is that first fling over from P2 to P1 tells you exactly what kind of chart you're about to play.
Yeah, I really, even the intro is so, like,
It's just a
brutal
middle
for no
finger.
reason. It's just like, why are we doing this? Very easy to drop some of the brackets here if you're not, like, ready for it. There's, like, this inner blue-yellow that you're like, oh.
Yeah. I feel like the chart is trying to decide if it wants to be stable and easy or if it wants to be funny.
I think it wants to be funny. I think even this section is way trickier than it looks.
Yes.
It's very easy to get some drops here, as we're seeing really. You know, some of those patterns are really annoying.
This is your rest.
I know, it's so messed up.
Good choice not going for it. It's not worth the energy expenditure, especially when you're already tired.
Yeah. Bailey's really opting to just play whatever he can.
That's
I'm sure he
fine.
looks very exhausted by now. And he's probably thinking about his 2DX set that he has to go play. And I would too.
I love the triplet matching. It's like very controlled triplets too.
Yeah.
Bup, 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 bup.
Absolutely, yeah. Great play here from Bailey. This is some really rough patterns.
Incredible job.
There it is.
Incredible way to end the tournament. Oh man.
Hope that does not affect his 2DX rep.
Look at that score. I'll let Amir read it out for the chat. Also look at the kilocalories. That's quite a good score. Awesome job to Alex.
Yeah, he's tired.
I want to say an incredible player, and stamina is very hard in this game. And the charts that these top 4 players picked upon themselves is very
Medium
relentless.
yelling.
So making it all the way to the end of the tournament after a very good run is certainly something to applaud and achieve for all those players. So that being said, Felix's final scores are in. An 890 on Boca D25, a 767 on Passive Calculator 25, Super Capriccio 975, very strong.
You want to get that product?
Red Swan D22, a 911, because, wow, it is stretchy.
Because I think Trey said will probably take 15-20 minutes.
Our leaderboard is stacking up quite interestingly for this top 4. We just have a Trey left. After Trey finishes their run, that'll be it. We can crown our
Level 21.
Got it, Cookie Trey on the
Level
side.
21.
What a good competitor.
God is shivering right now at the prospects that Atreyu is about to blow all of his scores out of the water. PGs on all of the charts. World best on Pasicaglia D25 about to come through.
Honestly, Trey's score on this is nuts. This chart is so easy to badge.
But it's so fun.
I like it a lot,
It's
but
so
like
fun.
legitimately, like my personal best is like a 950. Every single time, badging a drill, you're like, oh.
Maybe it's a mental lock-in kind of thing.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a little bit of a brain puzzle.
That's fair. I think realistically, I'm setting my brackets too early. It's really tempting to hit your rolling brackets too early in this game.
Have you tried counting them?
I can't count. I actually don't know how to count.
I know. I have to make that joke every time with you.
I don't even think it's a counting issue. I think I just start early because I see the bracket and I want to hit the start of the bracket, but I just refuse hitting the end of it.
This one?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so for those of you just joining us, Atreyu is our last player to come in. Salil in the background, being the background. Let's go. I love how they don't even like go with the BPM of the song.
That's the way to go.
Excellent score.
Let's see what Trey's strategy is for these 4 charts. Very excited to see. So far, everyone's done something different. Very curious to see what Trey chooses to start with, and if he switches up anything else that the other players have tried. Notably, Boca is Trey's pick, so I'm curious if he's gonna play it first, play it live. I do think Trey, out of these 4 players, probably the one who favors foot speed more. I know a lot of these other players, not the biggest fan of scoring foot speed.
Boca was his pick, so
Yeah.
he picked it for a reason.
He called it really fun,
Yeah.
notably.
I mean, why else would you pick a chart in top 4 of a tournament?
He asked his competitors, do you want to play something kind of fun or really fun?
Ah.
And then Jay said, really fun please, because the rest of this is going to be awful.
Yeah.
And then he picked Boca D25, and Jay said, excuse me? I thought you said really fun.
Yeah. Wait, but Atreyu told us his backup option too, which was acquire D23. I think he mixed up in his head which one is the really fun one.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree.
But he
I
said
think-
he ain't no bitch and he's not going to go back on his word. I have to quote him there on that one. Anyways, welcome for those of you just joining us. Atreyu is about to start his wonderful top 4 finals, top 4 pocket picks, where he has to play through all of these. He is our last competitor for today in our top 4 who is competing. The point distribution for the top 4 currently looks like this because Atreyu is yet to play, but we're about to see some very, very fun charts.
Very
Please
interesting.
enjoy.
Trey hovered Red Swan and then backed out of it and decided to go Super Cap first.
Super Cap first. That's fine. I think it's such a volatile chart. You want to start with something you're kind of strong on while you're still like very fresh.
I agree. I do think starting on Super Cap makes more sense.
Those deep twists are very deceptively wide to reach for.
Yeah.
But I am very happy to see that Atreyu is doing an excellent job kind of reining in the grades and keeping them on the lower side.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Very good recovery there. Very, very good recovery.
So far, Curry's run looks quite good. Oh! Did very, very good on that really deep inside twist.
He hit the Peter twist, so it's just the untwist out of it that got me bad. Come on. He's pushing really hard to the end here. He logged it back in.
Ooh,
after the slight tumble on some of these transitions. He has to hit this for the pass.
Nice.
That's a good pass. That's a good pass. I respect it. He noticed that he was freezing up on some of those cross-pat transitions and decided to just take what he could for the pass. Yep. Ah! The stamina kind of giving out there at the end. Going for some of the bracket jumps. It's okay in a tournament setting. It's better to just hit something than freezing up and stopping entirely. So 930-804 is going to be the score on the board. I love how many different spellings of Atreyu's name there are. So I think the official Star GG one is Atreyu, and then his PIU tag is
Atreyu. That's quite confusing.
Yeah. I was like, oh no, I've been doing it wrong this whole time, and I was like, oh wait, they're both wrong.
Yeah.
I just can't win.
I mean, realistically, his tag was probably Atreyu, but too many people were calling him Atreyu. Changed the tag to Atreyu.
You know what's crazy? These are the things I'm worrying about as he's having to play through like.
Oh, he's gonna go to Red Swan.
D25, Red Swan, D22.
Trey! Atreyu! How tall are you? 6'1".
6'1"?
Wow, okay.
It's looking pretty promising.
Yeah.
It's pretty promising here.
So far, all the Red Swan scores have been in height order. So
Really?
Yeah. So far, yes. So far, it's gone Goddess, Jay, Felix, and that is the correct height order.
Okay.
I believe.
So.
Well,
with
Felix and Jay might be the same height, but Jay said 6 feet or 5'11", and Felix said 5'11". So we're gonna rank it there. But Atreyu, notably, between Jay and Goddess.
So if we perform a linear regression on these points.
Yeah.
By my calculations, we're going to see a second place score here.
Yeah. I do think, you know, if Craig manages to get the second highest score here, I think that his game is height-based, unfortunately.
Or fortunately.
Yeah, depending on how tall you are out there.
I'm just going to go sit in the corner. That part is tricky. You have to hit these here. You have to land on the holes. You cannot skip out on them. Especially when they get to these crazy cross transitions, you have to go for all of them. Good start. Come on. He's locked back in on the right side. Keeps the combo, it's going back up.
Great job.
Going for hops is correct. This game might be height-based.
Yeah. Honestly, very solid.
Please hit this. Yes.
Nice.
Yes, that is it. So the score to beat for second place is a 943.754.
Let's see.
Let's see it. It's going to be dicey. 909,
Oh.
596.
It looks like the height theorem has been broken.
It is below Valix's 911697.
Unfortunate.
Wow, we were definitely onto something.
Yeah. With the sample size of 3, I think we could have locked it in, but unfortunately...
Unfortunately, we had to collect more data for the sake of this tournament. Hey, could be an outlier. We should make sure it's within P95 confidence.
Yeah.
Game over.
Is this the same order Valix did? I can't remember. Did Valix do Red Swan or Pass God? I see. So far everyone has that in a different order then. But similar to Valix, Atreyu opted to leave the 25s at the end. Maybe if he wanted to warm up into it. I do see that sort of line of thinking.
I think it's also like, I feel like Soleil and Goddess have had their share of exploring the D25 folder more regularly. For passes, for titles, whatever. And maybe, for passing titles, they've gone through the 25 folder. They're probably more comfortable playing it for a tourney setting, even if not to pass it, really just to get through the chart.
Yeah, that is true.
Maybe for Atreyu, who's been making incredible progress in this game, by the way, both in title perspective and for scoring perspective.
Yeah.
As well as Valix, who has incredible scoring in general on like the 22 to 24 range. 25s can still seem like such a high barrier to break through.
Yeah.
So if I'm them and I'm playing in a tournament setting, I probably say, okay, I feel like those are goners.
Yeah.
I acknowledge that Soleil and Goddess have had their share of exploring it. I feel more comfortable playing my comfort picks first while I'm still fresh. I'm not going to waste everything on these 25s. I'm just going to let whatever happens for them happen.
Yeah,
And I'm going to give it my best push on Super Capriccio and question mark Death Moon or Red Swan D22.
This is Trey's pocket pick now. He did pick Boca here, so we'll see how he does.
Locked in. He's ready.
I know Trey is a speed enjoyer.
Also, I haven't commented on this yet, but I love the shoes.
Oh yeah, I mean he's got some good drip. All of our players today, a lot of style.
A lot of style.
Some on the pads, some on their clothes, others doing Gangnam style.
Yeah, something we should have talked about. Players definitely are intentional about their outfits when they hop onto the pads here for tournaments. If you're not picking your outfits for pumped up tournaments, what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, what are you here for?
Yeah.
That's why I wear whatever Tusa wears. Oh, very interesting. But honestly, it didn't drop that much.
That's fine.
Got a little crossed up, but that's okay.
It's chill.
Yeah. Honestly, I just hope his ankles are okay.
Yeah, he is 12. He has a lot more charts to play.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Alright, here comes first run. Quite stable.
Looking good, yeah, looking good.
Rushing a little bit, but honestly...
He is picking his speed up a little bit high as well.
Yeah.
I hope he's going to have enough energy for the end run. He looks stable, but I feel like he was lifting his speed maybe a little bit higher than necessary, but maybe it's also just to feel comfortable on the timing.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's able to close this out. Okay, nice. Please hold this. That toe on right foot is incredibly close, but it hits, it connects. Nice.
Let's go.
Let's go. Good. Here's where it starts. Big stare. Mid-up idea, it's fine. Get all the points you can. He's pushing, he's getting it. Good end. I'm so glad he played it to the end.
Great push.
Incredible. His competitors looking on and applauding him because they know it's an incredible run for him. It is very difficult to play out of your comfort zone after having to play Red Swan and Capriccio after a very long day of competitive play. And honestly, I think that was a good pick for him. That was a good pocket pick.
One last thought.
I'm very happy that he picked this as pocket pick.
Did we get the score?
Game
It was like 894 something.
Yeah, 894.
But I don't know. Did you get the score? You what? Oh. I think they're heading to dinner now. That's what I heard.
No, head count.
Huh?
Head count.
Oh, getting head count for dinner. I know it's 894 something. But I think Steven got a picture of it. Did you get a picture of Mocha? Okay, yeah.
894, 832. Alrighty. This is our last chart of the tournament. We get to end on a banger. We're ending on Pasticaglia D25. Intermediate level 7 title flashing for Atreyu.
New teams, use your custom step.
Trey, I remember you get where you might need the purple lungs.
Huh?
Trey, I remember you get where you might need the purple lungs.
Very true. I might put it in there myself.
It's so close. I feel like it's so close. But also
It's really pushing the border of where we are between UCS and official.
You know, I think 2 years from now we might say it was ahead of its time, or we might say that we should delete it.
One of those two scenarios may be true. Yes. Anyways, really quickly before we get into it, I just want to give a huge shout out to my fellow commentator Waffle. Another.
I can if you want me to.
Shout out to head TO Steven, who's been doing a great job running things behind the scene as well while I'm here talking into a microphone.
Yeah. I can do it. I can do it. No, I got it.
Who has also been helping out a lot. All of you guys watching at home, all of our competitors today, our event organizers, round one, the staff, technicians, and just everybody who helped all of this event together. Y'all are awesome. Please enjoy Atreyu giving it his all as we get into the final chart of today, Pasticaglia D25. That is an incredible start.
Yeah, I mean, looking very strong right now.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder if Trey has practice. Can you imagine this is his first D25?
Oh my gosh. Event mode, by the way.
Yeah, this part quite tricky. It's actually quite tricky.
You're probably looking at this at home and being like, oh, this must be the rest part. No.
Great job getting some life back.
Oh my gosh. Bro is hitting the blue brackets.
Here it comes.
Here we go.
Wow.
Yes. Strategic.
Option
Yes.
to just jump it.
Yes. It's very, very strategic.
Very good.
That's good. That's good. He is hitting the correct panels.
Yeah. Opting to just jump all out of it.
Yes. That's very good. Very nice. Wow.
Wow,
That was
honestly,
good.
quite good.
It was quite literally good.
Yeah.
Let's go.
This
Correct
part,
nip.
very rough. Even
Very
if you
correct.
are jumping
That's
it,
correct.
it's a lot of movement.
This one's hard to, that one's hard to do minutes through. Hit the ending. Yes, get the hold.
Great finish.
And we have done it, ladies and gentlemen. We have concluded our top four. A well-deserved rest. And it is an 818040. We love the camaraderie. Our competitors gave it their all. And Felix, who has been shuffled to 2DX, unfortunately. Yes. All of our competitors otherwise patting themselves on the back for a job well done. Honestly, job well done for everybody here today.
How's it look? Before I announce it, let me make sure I got it
leaderboard?
right.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can play and then end.
Oh wow, did Atreyu come down to a tiebreaker?
I think it was the actually yeah.
It did come down to a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, wait. Oh my gosh, you're so right. The D25s, Atreyu took both of them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Atreyu hit third. Let's go. Congratulations. Wow. What an incredible comeback, honestly. Oh my gosh. An incredible realization as we are like kind of divvying up what the prizes should be for this tournament. Again, the final standings are as follows. Valix in 4th, Atreyu in 3rd, coming down to tiebreaker, winning it on total score. Beans/Salil in 2nd, and Goddish with a very, very, very incredible run today. Finishing very incredibly strong with first place on 3 out of the 4 pocket picks that these players came up with for us today. Congratulations once again. Yeah. Crazy, crazy job. Once again, huge shout out to the event organizers, huge shout out to everybody who helped make this possible. There are so many names. I know I already gave shout outs again once. These players are going to show their backs to, let's give the announcements real quick for Valix hitting in 4th, Atreyu in 3rd, second place Salil. Goddish coming in 1st place. I'm gonna try to raise this as high as I can for y'all. Oh my gosh, that is a massive trophy. Yeah. We'll get it for our beautiful people who are sticking around on stream. Y'all are awesome, by the way. Let's get the official photo in the books. Ladies and gentlemen, our top 4, who we made suffer for their achievement. Hi. Yay! Yay! That is a massive trophy. Congratulations. Alright, y'all are awesome. I think he may be frozen in shock. Yes. Alright, it's been a lot of fun, guys. I think we'll probably sign off here. We have a teams tournament coming up tomorrow. It'll be interesting. Or sorry, not teams. A mini games tournament coming up tomorrow. We'll see if there are any last minute signups. I'm very curious to see if that'll happen. But we have some very cursed ideas cooked up, and you guys will have to tune in yourselves to see what we came up with. We will be commentating it again and streaming it, as far as I'm aware, with our beautiful bandwidth that we have been dealing with. Sometimes getting up to a whole 500 kilobytes per second. It's been incredible. Hi, did you want to say anything before signing off, or post-tourney interview?
I want to say, post-tourney interview stuff regarding SEPTA as a tournament format. I wanted to say, I was kind of discussing it with a couple of my group mates, or I guess my fellow top 4. A lot of us were kind of like, evidently, there was a bit of a power gap. However, I think we did come to the conclusion that the format that was held for SEPTA for top 4 was probably the best format that they could have done, considering who arrived. And everyone had a phenomenal time, at least with top 4. I could also say the same about rounds 1 through 3. Actually, no, I can't. Round 1, I wasn't even there.
Yeah.
So I guess that doesn't
You
count.
had the bye, but yes.
But it was, for what it's worth, probably the best format that we could have had considering all the circumstances. So, and that, like, think about it, guys. When was the last time a tournament ended at 8?
We kind of killed it. We even started an hour late.
Yes, that is true.
Logistically, we did kind of great.
Logistically, everything went freaking well.
Shout
not
out to
only that,
round one technicians, everybody who helped us get unblocked today. They were very quick and receptive to any questions. So.
All right, well, they're going to be doing staff photo.
Staff photo and everything. Again.
I can close that for staff.
Stuff going up.
Yeah, so really quick. I'm not staff.
Your staff.
Big shout out to all of the staff members, especially head TOs, Ziggurat, and Pierre Wation, also known, mostly known as Tusa. Excellent, like what I was saying before kind of culminates to excellent job running the format. Everything about it was very, very good. As a player, mostly a player.
Nice. I'm glad you had fun. Take him?
It was a really, really good time. I was here for SEPTA2 as well. SEPTA2, to be quite honest.
By the way.
I forget sometimes. But it did take a while for each match, and I will say it was by the books a round 1 tournament. However, coming to SEPTA2, I can't say by the books anymore because while it is held at round 1, they definitely do allocate enough room for it to feel like a real event.
Yeah. This was nice.
That's
this time.
not to say that
like
round, or obviously, just the amount of games that round 1 has, it's like it's kind of hard to get bored.
Yeah.
And also, number one thing about the only reason why I ever come back to SEPTA is like all the people. Philly, East Coast in general, I have to say, great area for a lot of phenomenal pump players, very tight-knit community. Everybody in the DMV likes to just hang out with each other.
Yeah.
East Coast. DMV as well. Shout out to the DMV community. I coerced a lot of my DMV friends to pull through. And you might have seen some of them. Shout outs to an excellent performance for Nino.
Yes.
Nino previously, I don't really remember how far they made it, but they were very close to cinching it. Excellent performance overall today. Couldn't be prouder of the East Coast community. Number one, as a community that organizes and creates events, but number two, as a community that also continues to push the skill ceiling of the game to unknown limits, especially for tournaments. So big shout outs to everybody. Also,
I really quickly, because I have to hop off real quick for a photo thing. I say this I think every time I commentate nowadays, but I feel like I really hope this inspires any of you watching, whether it's the VOD or live or whatever. Go to your arcade, go play Pump. Regardless if it's for tournament or whatever, enjoy the game, have fun. Having fun and being safe, of course, are the most important things when you play Pump.
I was gonna just to bounce off of that, kind of to reiterate what I said before, but maybe less loosely worded. I think I finally found the words I wanted to say. But again, what tournaments do is it measure up your skill against other people, which is kind of how mostly people see them, and functionally they are that. But the real meaning behind events is to gather up people, cultivate a very encouraging kind of environment, because Pump is the kind of game where most of it happens by yourself.
Yep.
Most of the growth happens relative to you. You can't really use other people. You can't use other people as like a goal, but you can't try to like use them as like a metric, or like you want to be like, oh, I want to be as good as this guy, I want to be as good at this chart as this guy. You can't do that for everything.
Amen to that. I'm gonna hop out for a photo real quick. I'll be right back.
There's too much about Pump where you can't really standardize it. So what tournaments actually end up being, functionally they are like, sure, measure some skill on how well you play a format, but that still doesn't tell you like how good you are at the game. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people prefer to play Pump by themselves, and those who don't even compete at tournaments still do excellent back at home, right? So it really is just like what we're trying to do. We're just trying to create a positive environment. You should always feel encouraged to hop on the pad, just keep on playing, hop onto as many communities as you can, reach out. The most important thing is nobody is really going to do it for you. So just reach out, find a local community, start building that family. And once you do, take everyone to events and cultivate an even bigger environment, because at the end of the day, like the more events you come out to, the more amazing people in the community you're going to meet.
Let's do it that way.
Yeah.
Real talk, this man's yapping, but also shout out to him. He's one of the fucking goats. One of my favorite people to play with. J Kim, second place today. The fucking goat.
Oh,
I tell you what, dude, you are the most humble man I know. I swear to God. Just listening to you talk right now.
oh, dude,
But-
no way.
Also, real talk.
Dude.
Very hype about this.
Dude, DMV represent.
DMV
That's what I'm
represent.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Shout out this guy. Shout out Goddish, the winner. I play with that
Oh,
man
absolutely.
so many times a week. Shout out my beautiful girl Maddie.
I will
Shout
say,
out the homies at home.
yes.
Shout out the homies at home. Arrow Eclipse, Stylists, all of them. Y'all are the goats too.
Like one thing I want to say before we leave is huge. I don't think I've ever seen a work ethic as dedicated and as obsessed, as inspired as Goddish is, the
Yeah,
#1 winner for this
100%.
tournament. Absolutely deserved.
That man messages me. He's like, yeah, I'm feeling like crap today. I really shouldn't play. 30 minutes later, he messages me. He's like, yeah, here's a 30K up score on a 24. And I'm like,
Yeah.
didn't you just say like every joint in your body is sore and you're like nauseous and throwing up? Like, the work ethic is unreal out of that.
Truly, like
Literally
not even
one of the
just for
goats.
like performing in the game, getting humility, getting expert titles.
Yeah.
Literally every aspect of Pump. Pump as a sport that you play by yourself.
Yeah.
Pump as a competitive sport that you play against other people.
Yeah.
He truly has one of the best work ethics, and I really
Yeah.
can't think of anyone more deserving of title for the champion today than him.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
So that's
Peace
really
out. Everybody who watched also, shout out to you. Goddish, get on
that's
here.
really all
Get
I have
the
to
fu-
say. But top 1 and 2 gotta yo DMV represent top 3. Let's go.
Oh my god. Oh. What's up, chat? First and third place to Maryland. Let's go, Maryland gang. Fuck Virginia. Fuck PA, not yours. What to say? I'm really happy to be here. I was at the last SEPTA. It was Jay and I there too, but that SEPTA right after COVID just kind of sucked mentally, and I was definitely in the shitter. And I lost, and I felt really bad because I felt like I had a good chance of winning, and then just fucking blew it. And I really, really did not want a repeat of that this time. I thought, like, obviously, of course, I feel like I was the favorite to win, but I was explaining this to other people. In a game like Pump, sometimes that can be kind of like a curse, because if you underperform, it's notable and it sucks. But if you perform where your seed puts you, like, you know, it feels like you just did what you came to do. It doesn't feel as good, but this feels really good because I think this is the first time I've won something out of my home state. You know, now that the home state stuff doesn't matter. Shout out to Yimmy, he's the GOAT. He always gives me a hard run. He's beat me as much as I beat him, so I can't really say that. The top 4 set was pretty hard. I mean, everyone hated me for picking Red Swan, but like, I needed something I felt like I had the advantage on, and I know playing like all high level stuff, I was gonna be tired as hell, and Red Swan is negative stamina, so I was just like, I need something I can feel like absolute dog crap and still play and like actually get a score on, and that was like Red Swan. But Jay told me he was picking Pasakaga, and I was so mad. That chart is so ridiculous. It's fun, it's a good chart, but man, it sucks. I have to push really hard to get to like an 8-5-3 and lose by 1,500 points. Almost have a clean sweep. But Boca felt really good. Surprised to do it that deep with how I felt, everything going on. Like it just physically exhausted, you know? Even if I only played like, what, 12 songs in total today? You know, that's like 2.5 sets, which I know people do back to back. Like, playing and then having to stop and wait like 2 hours and then playing hard stuff and then having to stop and wait for 2 hours and then playing hard stuff. Like, it drains you more than just if you had played the entire time. It's really hard to describe unless you're someone who like has experience with tournaments. But that's how it goes. is going to play the tournament instead, so he can embarrass me by beating my scores and being like, oh, I was the true winner. See if I can, like, switch. This is not top 4. I still don't know how to change it. It's only 8:30. Okay. Oh, it's a text file. It's a file, not a text. Use your hands. They said.
You heard?
Yeah, I have to look at it.
Okay, right.
Oh wait, Alan, you know you're not streaming?
Way to go!
You know you're not streaming?
Wow!
Oh no, you are. It says it's just not lit up for some reason. Okay, never mind. False alarm. Alright, I gotta.
Difficulty zone double. Level 22. Difficulty zone double. Level 17, level 10,
Anyways,
level 22.
let's see. 1 second. Alrighty, we've had our sheriff shenanigans, our little pump break for us working hard behind the scenes to make this all happen. Thanks again to any of you sticking around, just having us on in background, or just in general for spending your weekend with us. It was a lot of fun. Apologies again about the bit rate thing. We can't really do much about the hotspot here. We're gonna put as much of the VODs that we can. I think it was just round 3 that got a little chopped up, but rounds 1, 2, and 4, I will definitely be sure to post on YouTube. Yeah. Mini games tomorrow. Please tune in. It'll be around the same time, so definitely don't miss it. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.